Non-controlling interest. In case of NCI, parent shall present NCI in consolidated financial statement within head of equity but separately from the equity of owners of the parents. And changes in the parent's ownership interest that does not result in parent losing control or equity transaction. These are the transaction between the owners as a capacity of the owners, and we need to attribute profit and loss and each component of OCI to the parents and between the non-controlling interest. In case of preference shares, interest and redeemable preference shares will not be a part of NCI. It will be simply represent liability of the group in consolidated financial statement. And in case of outstanding cumulative preference shares, those are classified as equity and are held by NCI. Entity shall compute its share of profit after adjusting for the dividend on such shares, whether or not such dividend has been declared. And in case of loss making subsidiaries, total comprehensive income is attributable to both owners of the parent and to NCI, even if the result in NCI having a deficit balance. And this approach is consistent with the fact that the controlling and NCI participate proportionately in the risk and reward of the investment in the subsidiary. And in case of change in proportion held by non-controlling interest, when the proportion is changed, an entity shall adjust the carrying amount of controlling and NCI to reflect the changes. An entity shall recognize directly in equity any difference between the amount by which NCI is adjusted and fair value of control consideration that we have paid or received, and will attribute it to the owners of the parents.